Hi again, everybody. Welcome back to Luther Family Ford. It's the August Salute to Law Enforcement. I'm pleased to be joined by Brian Mosier, the GM here at Luther Family Ford, as well as some great honorees today and a bunch of team members from the Moorhead Police Department. Welcome to everybody, and thanks to the team at Luther. We appreciate you guys coming out and showing your support each month when we do this as well. My name is Steve Hallstrom, President and Managing Partner at Fieldstone Group, which owns Flag Family Media, WDAY, and the Flag Radio Group here in town. And pleased to welcome you all back here on AM1100theflag.com for this month's Salute to Law Enforcement. Today we're honoring the Moorhead PD. Want to send a special welcome to Chief Shannon Monroe for being here today. Thank you, Shannon, for coming out and getting us all together here today. We appreciate your time. Also want to say thanks to you, Brian, and your team for having us over here. One of the highlights of our month. I know you guys look forward to it too. What do you enjoy most about having these great law enforcement folks coming here every month?
Well, we get to see these guys every month, you know, and a lot of times it's a different group, you know, lately. So it's nice to have everybody come in here and we can chat a little bit and honor a member of the law enforcement community. So It's really great to have these guys in here.
Yeah, and Brian served in law enforcement himself a few years back, so he definitely knows the risk and the hard work that all these people put in. The men and women of the Moorhead Police Department serve us 24/7, 365, and we couldn't be more proud to salute them each month the way we do here. So with that being said, it's time to meet this month's honoree. I'm happy to introduce to you this morning Community Policing Coordinator Leann Wallin. Can we please give her a warm welcome, big round of applause here today. So Leann, tell us what it means to be recognized by your colleagues here today.
Oh, it means a lot. I was very surprised by such a great turnout. It was very nice.
Yeah, well, we're glad to have you. Congrats for all the work that you do and for your team as well. We know they work awfully hard too, so thanks for being here today.
Thank you.
We're going to tell you a little bit, we're going to hear more from Leann in a moment, but first I want to read to you a little bit about her that was put together by the good folks at the Moorhead PD. Moorhead Police Department proudly nominates Community Policing Coordinator Leann Wallin as Luther Family Ford's August Salute to Law Enforcement recipient. Leann truly wants to help others. She thrives in organizing events, collaborates with internal and external partners, and is passionate about the programs she works with, making her an invaluable member of our departments. Leann began her career with the City of Moorhead 29 years ago. She initially worked in the engineering department, where she was heavily involved in multiple I almost said food fights, but flood fights, starting with the flood of 1997. After 15 years with that department, Leann began her career with the Moorhead Police Department as the Community Policing Director. Leann's position involves overseeing and working with many different programs within the department. She also represents the department through many community partnerships. A few examples include leading the department's crime-free multi-housing program, which involves communicating and sharing information with landlords and property managers regarding police activity. She also works with neighborhood block clubs, setting up communication and presentations to provide insight, crime prevention, and transparency to our community members, including the annual Night to Unite neighborhood party event that generates more than 80 neighborhood parties in one evening. Leann coordinates and facilitates our Citizens Police Academy, which gives community members an inside view of our department and how we work within our community. Leann is also part of our Youth and Family Services team leadership. That team consists of the officers who work with youth, including our staff working in the schools. Leann manages the grant, which funds programming such as our summer youth program that provides activities for 200 youth once a week during the summer. Finally, Leann's favorite duty is supervising and working with our 24 police volunteers. Leann is an invaluable member of our department. Everything she is involved with gets her full attention, and every detail is managed to provide the best service to our community. Leann believes in providing excellent customer service. A recent example is a Google search for the City of Moorhead, which listed her direct line as a contact number for people who need city services. Instead of simply transferring people to the actual main number, Leann would try to assist the person with their questions, so the caller didn't have to explain their needs all over again to another person. She has also been recognized nationally for her volunteer work with Operation Lifesaver, a nationwide rail safety program. Leann's remarkable dedication and work ethic benefits our department and the entire community. We thank Leann for her work, her humble attitude, and her commitment to making our community better, and she is so deserving of this recognition. Leann grew up in Crookston, went to college in St. Cloud, and now lives in rural Clay County. She's married to her husband Jeff and is the proud mom of 2 children, daughter Sierra and son Alex. Leann enjoys traveling to warm destinations and getting away from the cold. They're smart in law enforcement, I'll tell you that. Leann, boy, there's a lot there. Tell us a little bit about this crazy journey that you've had to actually become a member of the law enforcement community.
Yes, well, I spent 15 years in engineering department, and I wasn't looking to leave there, but this job posting came across, and it just really spoke to me. And so I decided to make the change over to the police department, and it has been challenging, but also very rewarding as well. So
Tell us a little bit about the parts of your job that you enjoy the most. We listed a lot of different things that you do, but what do you like the most? What gets you out of bed in the morning, makes you want to head into work?
it's this group out here, the Moorhead Police Volunteers. I am fortunate enough to supervise them, but they're just such a phenomenal group of people, and they donate their time and their talents to our department, allowing us to do things that our officers don't have time to do, and also provide services to the citizens that we wouldn't otherwise be able to do. So they just make my job so rewarding. I just appreciate them so much.
Yeah, well, you can tell you love them and the work that you get to do with them. What are some of the things that you talk to them about and train them and teach them about when they enter that role?
Yeah. Well, an interesting thing is, so we every fall have a Citizens Police Academy, which has ended up being kind of a feeder program to our volunteer program, because they spend 10 weeks with us getting to know our department, and after that they just really want to be a part of our department, and so oftentimes they become a volunteer. And so they go out and do, again, the things that our officers simply do not have time to do, like parking enforcement. But we're able to provide services to the citizens, like doing house checks when people go south for the winter or even just on a vacation. Our police volunteers go out and check the security of their home while they're gone, give them a little added peace of mind.
Yeah, what a great role. So thankful that we have them doing what they do. Tell me a little bit about your work in the multi-family housing area of Moorhead. It sounds like there's a great role that you have, being a liaison to them and working with them, keeping them informed. Tell us about that.
Yeah, well, communication is a key part of that, and so it's monitoring the police activity that's in our rental properties and communicating with landlords and property managers so they're aware of what's going on. And it's really, too, about trying to reduce calls for service on some of those repeated nuisance-type calls, and so getting the landlord and property managers involved to help with that is helpful. And so it's developing, those good, trusted relationships with the landlords, property managers, and just really all the citizens of Moorhead and our business owners. It's just all about relationships.
Yeah. How do you feel being a member of the law enforcement community? A little different than the engineering department.
It is, for sure. I am just always amazed by the work that our men and women are out there doing out on the street in our detective bureau. They are working so hard each and every day. I've always had a huge respect for law enforcement, but becoming a part of the department, it's just tenfold. I mean, they're just incredible men and women, and I couldn't do their job, so I'm just happy in my role of just trying to support them in any way that I can.
Yeah, amazing the work they do and how much they really care about the community. Most people don't know that, so thanks for sharing your story. Shannon, I'm going to step over here and visit with you a little bit here. We read a whole bunch of really great things about this young lady here, but tell us, just speaking from the heart, what she means to your team.
It's huge. I think the best way I can describe it is when we moved into our new building in 2018, she got the biggest office in the building. So that just shows how much we think of her. And she's just such an important part of the team that has reduced our calls for service by about 6,000 calls for service per year.
No kidding, per year.
Well,
Wow.
Over time here, from where we were in 2019 to where we are now, and working with those neighborhoods that have some of the higher crime rates. We had some great projects that we worked on, and she's just a key role in that team, and I don't know what we'd do without her, and we're very happy to have her here.
Tell us a little bit about that police volunteer team. A lot of us just don't think much about that, but boy, it sounds like they really do a lot of work for you.
They do a ton of work. I don't know how we would have the time to do all of the things that they do, like she said, from parking enforcement, or if we get a big case, they will watch a lot of videos for us and stuff, which is just manpower hours that we don't have. So having that is like a force multiplier for us.
Fantastic. Tell us about what's happening in Moorhead as a whole. What are some of the trends that are going on there? What are some of the things you're keeping an eye out for? I guess we're headed back to school, and that brings with it a certain number of challenges too. But just talk about how things are for your team and how things are going in Moorhead right now.
Well, we're very short-staffed right now. I just came from, we have 3 of our police cadets that just started as police officers today, so we're happy to get them on. I got a couple others in training. And then we are hopefully going to be bringing on some more here around the first of the year that are coming through a grant program called Intensive Comprehensive Police Officer Education and Training. So those are people that are transitioning from a different career field into law enforcement. So we're trying to get those numbers up and just get some relief for our staff who, we've had a little spike in violent crime over the past month, and they are very tired right now.
Yeah, it sounds like it. I've heard some reports about that recently. That's got to be difficult for you, the leader of that team, to see how hard they're working and when the team is stretched very thin that way. So we know that they appreciate your care and your concern for them too. We're going back into a new school year coming up soon as well, and that means some changes to how your team is helping at the high school. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, because of the staffing situation, I've got to pull my SROs out of the schools to be able to cover calls on the street. We've got, any young work crew like what we have, and they end up having families, and that's what I have going on starting here in September is 4 officers that are overlapping, all having babies at the same time. So it further stresses our shifts, and I have to bring the SROs out to work on the street. They have been already for the last month or so.
Yeah. Well, we know your team is working hard, and they'll respond where needed as quickly as possible. So we appreciate, Shannon, you coming here today for introducing us to Leann and all the great work that you do. We always say that when one part of our community is served by good law enforcement, it matters to everybody in this metro area. So thanks to all that you and your team do for us in Moorhead every day.
Well, thank you guys for doing this, and thanks to Luther for doing this.
Yeah.
This is it's such a great event. We love coming here each time.
We love having you, so thanks again for that. All right, a couple other notes as we finish up here. Luther Family Ford is donating a $100 gift card to Leann, and she's chosen to pay that forward to something that matters near and dear to her heart. Leann, tell us about that.
I'm going to donate that to the Moorhead Police Volunteer Program.
Yeah, and what will they be able to do with that, do you think?
Well, we'll have to discuss that for sure. But again, they are volunteers.
Yeah.
They're coming and helping our department, not getting paid, and so anything I can do to pay it forward to them, I'm going to do.
What a great gesture. Wonderful. Sandy's Donuts also saying their thanks is going to be delivering some goodies to the Moorhead Police Department here at Luther Family Ford. We've created an honoree section on our website, am1100theflag.com, and if you click the banner on our homepage, you'll go right there and see all of the honorees there ahead. And in the days ahead, we'll be inviting our honoree, Leann, to join us as our community VIP on the Need to Know Morning Show with Kevin and Alex on AM 1100, The Flag, and FM 92.3. Last thing I always like to say is that at our company, when law enforcement takes action and makes headlines, we give the benefit of the doubt to the people who protect and serve this community. We know the care and the training they put into what they do and how much work they do serving us each day. Please, again, as we finish up here today, please join me in congratulating Community Policing Coordinator Leann Wallin. And that'll do it for this month's Salute to Service here at Luther Family Ford. Until next time, I'm Steve Hallstrom. See you next time here on AM1100theflag.com. Take care.